Hello all, welcome to today's Dashcam Diary of Disabled with me, chronically happy. Heading out to my friend's house that doesn't live too far to go get some pears from her. She said come by afternoon, and well, it's like 1:30, so it's like, it is afternoon. Just come by after 12, she said. So, whose dog is that? Unless Lumpy, poor dog. Anyways, ooh, squirrel, distraction. It is day number 2 of peeling apples and then using the inversion blender to make cook down the apples in a little bit of lemon juice and water, and then use an drain them, and then use the inversion blender to blend it all up. Oh, that's right. I don't want to go down this way. I want to go down this other street because of the construction. They've been tearing all the roads up in my town to freaking install stuff, redo the pipeline. Like, they repaved this entire, like, one of the main streets. Repaved the entire thing, and then proceeded to, not long afterwards, within 6 months of that, they start tearing it up and start like new plumbing pipes and all kinds of things. I'm like, oh my gosh, this town, man. Every town's got some people that just, I don't know. Why can't they think of these things when the road is already tore up, and before they pave it? Oh, hey, let's try and have some foresight. Forward thinking. Oh, hey, we should probably try and get this company involved at the same time so we don't get it all tore right back up to make the road just as bad as it was before they paved it the first time and wasted all that money paving it or blacktopping it, and just to have it all tore up all over again. Where's the foresight, seriously, behind some of this stuff? Like, hey, why don't we get some people that are in charge that could think about, oh, hey, we should probably try and do this while the road is tore up. Let's see if there's any other companies that have some stuff in the near future or long-term future even. Let's try to have some goals within like a couple of years, forward thinking, and like writing the grants and proposals and doing all that stuff. I know how to do all that, but I ain't trying to do that. I'm disabled, yo. But I have all these ideas that, like, hey, I think things would be a lot more efficient if they would think just a little bit further out. Let's think about goals between the electrical or power companies and the cable companies, everything. Because we also, the neighborhood association my parents belong to, I mean, I just rent a room, so, I don't have to go to these stinking meetings, thank goodness. I would not like to have an HOA at all. But it does keep the neighborhood nice, per se, so I don't know. There's pluses and minuses to it. And then the fees are supposed to pay for the maintenance around the street, and, the things to maintain, this and that, and paying a guy to do the stuff daily, I like the guy that does our stuff, but he'd like to stop at some point. Yeah, but everybody pays for them, with their association fees, and everybody's got their laid out almost exactly the same, but they had to modify and almost gut their house, my parents, for all the modifications they had to make. It was ridiculous. And the fact that some things just didn't get done right either when they redid it. It is what it is. But and also to let my brother have a little bit of privacy, having your parents move in right next door when there's an option at the end of the street, like at the end of the street couldn't be close enough. So I don't know. My parents were to go, and I help take over the mortgage or something, or help pay the mortgage. Maybe I'll end up with that house someday. There's so many things that would change. But gosh, it'd be nice if we could get it recognized as a care home, because there are 2 other care homes on the street. And you know what? If I own it, I think maybe I would do the same, because there's just not enough privately owned care homes with independent, traveling nurses or whoever does the caretaking jobs, or the caretakers that live with the person to caretake for. Like, I need a caretaker myself, so I would love to get my home. If I were to take over my parents' house, I'd totally try and make it a care home if I could, or in case the HOA prevents that or something. I don't know. There could be so many things but I'm going to need to have all these kind of modifications myself, because I'm disabled and I need a caretaker. I don't want to get on this, but I need the next street. I'm going to need help. I need help now. And I want my parents to be my caretakers, and I can do that through the VA. I've been listening to some podcasts and trying to acquaint myself with the program, and then it's something that I will talk to whoever I need to talk to. I know I can do some stuff online, but I kind of just want some people to do this stuff for me. There's organizations, there's veteran help. I do enough admin work as it is. I don't want to do anymore. I just don't. I really don't, guys. I don't like doing the admin work. It kills my back sitting behind a computer, and I can't do things from bed. I have to always be changing positions. It's uncomfortable no matter how. It was so hard to get through college with my tethered spinal cord with my bulging discs. It was so hard. I did it, but I would not. I want my surgery so bad. And I have a lot more research to do on how I'm going to achieve this. So that is one of my main focuses right now. Besides fighting the damn VA to keep my QRE malformation, but in regards to that, the information that I'm getting for this tethered cord stuff could really, really benefit me with the VA. I really need to have the best of the best specialists to help fight for me, to help for this VA claim. Yes, VA, you're going to help pay for me to go see this community care provider through the traveling vet program. Yes, VA, I am going to use this specialist to write up what they think my condition is, and I am going to tell her exactly my entire story, and she's going to be the one that's going to listen, this doctor. I know she will. And I'm not going to settle for anybody else, nothing less. I deserve this, and it's really going to help me fight my case for the QRA malformation, because I'm going to add on to it a supplemental claim. I'm going to add on to it. He says we're just going to let this doctor trigger me, and I'm going to have to just deal with it, and then we're going to get referred to a judge. That was supposed to be referred to a judge because I walked out of the last freaking examination, because of the trigger. So I actually kind of need to call my therapist's office this week. I need to prepare. I have 5 days, and I know it's going to take up to 3 days to get a hold of my provider, because he's only working part-time now, so of fruit I get. All right. I love you all. Please never give up. Keep trying. You never know what's possible. And I got a lot of canning to do this weekend. Peace out.